going on, man? YT, what up? What up? What up? What up? What's goody? What's goody? Where my Armstrong Army members at, man? Where y'all at? Type one in the chat, man, if y'all can hear me. What up? What up? What up? What up? What's good? What's good? Yeah. Okay. Type one if y'all can hear me and see me, man. I wanna make sure that I'm good before we get into it. We got Dwight coming in with the one. What up, Dwight? What's popping? My mother's in the chat. Greetings. Rated R superstar Edge is in the building. I didn't brought Edge out of hiding, man. Welcome back, Edge. Welcome back, man. Who else we got in the building, man? George Dudley. Young Dudley, man. One of them Dudley boys. What up, man? What's popping? What's popping, man? Okay. We got Wagwan, brother. Akasha. Acacia. Probably butchering that man's name, man. It's not disrespect, man. It's incompetency. Culture TV. What up, though? What up? What's good? What's popping, y'all? Get into it here, man. So we're gonna do a little bit of make my macros action, man. Some Q&A too, man. What else can what can I help y'all with to be great, man? Let me get it a little bit more pumped up, man. We're gonna get TT on here, man. Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't need all them noises. Yeah, we gonna get TikTok on here. My mom sent me a super chat. Hope all is well with you. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. We're gonna get TT on here, man. Does bad sleep make me big as hell? Absolutely. Bad sleep is one of the major deterrents of being able to actually get substantial recovery, right? You guys realize you're not building muscle or losing fat in the gym. You're doing it in stages of recovery, right? All you're doing in your workouts is sending a signal for your body to adapt a certain way. And so that adaptation process happens during recovery, predominantly done when sleeping and obviously putting the right nutrients in. So if your sleep is trash, your progress is going to be trash too. TikTok, what up, man? Type one in the chat if y'all can hear me. We live on YouTube and TikTok. Guys, if you need more help with like how to actually structure a game plan to lose fat, build muscle, right? Create a new lifestyle for yourself. Y'all can go get the free fat loss system. The link's in the chat for my friends over there on YT on YouTube. Yo, TikTok, type one if y'all can hear me. What up, what up, what up? William Sereno, what up? Oh, Gomez is in the chat, man. What up, Gomez? What's popping, man? Another Armstrong Army member. Y'all seen the most recent progress pictures, man. Your back is looking ripped, man. I see you got the V taper going. You out here looking lean and ripped, bro. Pamela, Corey, what can I do for pressure on my back shoulder blade? If you having issues with your shoulders, Pamela, and anybody else who may have this issue, you may have some restriction of mobility in your shoulders, right? The shoulder is designed to be able to move in all different directions with strength. If you're having any inability to do that, you may need to just incorporate some shoulder mobility drills into your plan. You know, a few things that I have my clients do: wall circles, shoulder dislocates, thread the needle, just to name a few. If you don't know what the fuck I just said, hey, one thing you can do for yourself is just grab the free fat loss system, because there's workout guidance in there as well that can help with mobility, right? So just go grab that. But generally speaking, like if you got poor shoulder mobility, poor range of motion, one thing that can help you is just getting more mobility in your shoulders. Lawler says fatherless behavior. Hey, shout out to your pappy. I'm glad your pappy made an appearance in the chat. I ain't know we was talking about your pappy. You taught me how to eat right. Thank you. Let's clap it up for 954 Poppy. You know, he said he out here getting results, man. Yo, Corey, on your stream a few days ago, asked for some advice. You was real and straight up with me. Appreciate it. Big ups. That's what I'm here for, man. That's all I know how to do is be real and straight up with people. Thank you for all the help. I'm down to 195. I was 220. Let's clap it up, man, for the homie Ota Karu YT. Then lost what's that, 25 pounds following my methods that I give to y'all. Y'all want some results like the homie? Hey, just go grab the free fat loss system. The link's down below there for y'all on YouTube. The link for y'all to get access, TikTok. Y'all gotta go to the link in my bio. Okay. I'm sorry, TikTok don't let me attach links because I don't know if I'm a superstar enough yet. Man, I got to get my superstar game up. Big results, calorie deficit, protein is the key, man. You better tell them. 954, you better let them know what it is, man. I'm building muscle phase. Should I do fasted workouts or is it better to eat before my lifts? You can still build muscle doing fasted workouts. However, you may be leaving some of your progression on the table as it relates to being able to get the best performance in your lifts because your body utilizes two different fuel sources, right, for movement and for exercise. And that is glucose is one, and fat cells or fatty acids is two. So your body can run off glucose or fat. Which one supplies strength to your muscles faster? Glucose does, right? And glucose comes from what, kids? Food, right? So if you got food in you, pause, right? Pause. But if you've consumed some glucose, in relation to a window relative to your workout, you'll have more readily available energy to actually fuel those workouts, okay? Now, that's not to say that, like, you won't be able to still push the weights fasted because you may have some glucose from the night before, depending on when you had that last meal. Um, Sometimes I go in there, glucose depleted, and I still put up some good numbers, right? A lot of that hinges upon hydration too. But I think definitely, man, like getting a little bit of glucose can help you big time. You should come to DreamCon next year. Tell them to send me an invite, man. You know what I'm saying? Tell them to send your boy an invite. I'll see what I can do. Thank you. I do the circles and more to try to keep more will trying and follow. Yeah. Wall circles are great. Wall circles, thread the needle, shoulder dislocates. Go get you a mobility stick or resistance band. Shoulder dislocates every day. I think that'll help a ton. Ain't you the dude from Yes King? I don't know what you're talking about, bro. What is that? Oh, I know what that is. I googled it one day, and it was some wild shit. Don't Google Yes King, guys. It's some wild shit. Don't do it. If we want to lose weight in 2 months, how much calorie intake in a day? Depends on the person, right? If you want me to do your macros for you, just type your age, height, weight, and goal in the chat, and I'll do your macros here today. I'm skinny fat, 146. How can I get ripped? Type your age, height, weight, and goal in the chat, and I'll do your macros. Drop a chest routine. You guys want to see a chest routine? Type a flex emoji in the chat. Farah says, "Hey, from San Jose. What up, Farah? How you feeling, girl?" Corey, do you recommend working out with a sprained finger? Maybe. It depends on what you're doing and which finger is sprained. Like if it's like the thumb or index finger, like I think you should be able to get away with that. Honestly, you probably could get away with a sprained finger. Any of them, you probably just have to elevate that finger. You're not going to be able to optimally perform with upper body movements though, because you're not going to be able to wrap all fingers around and get a really a good grip. But there's ways around it, you know. How long are you in for? How long is the sprain? Are you in like a cast? Like how bad is it? Do you recommend keto diet or calorie deficit? Calorie deficit. Keto diet is a calorie deficit. Everything comes down to calorie deficit. All that bullshit y'all be seeing people post about carnivore, keto, vegan. juice diet, cleanse. It's all just ways to reach a calorie deficit. Ain't nothing magical about the motherfucking keto diet, man. Calorie deficit is king. When you say glucose, should my pre-workout meal have more carbs and high protein or both? Glucose it comes from carbohydrates. Your body will actually convert protein into glucose if you have like an overabundance of protein. So you're really gonna get your glucose from carbs. So if you're looking to fuel your workouts, carbs and protein, not just protein. I do calisthenics. I am recovering. Okay. The ring finger calisthenics, yeah, that's gonna be tough, bro. Not to say it's impossible, but it is gonna be tough. Do you fast? Yes, every day. You do too. All of y'all motherfuckers fast. When you sleeping, you fasting. You're not eating meals in your sleep. So everybody fasts. It's just a question of how long. Uh, Cory Armstrong, how important is a pre-workout meal? It's not that important. Like in relation to George's question, it could potentially benefit him because he's looking to build muscle. But what I said was the glucose is what's important as it relates to the performance, right? So it's not about the meal, it's about the glucose. Now you can get a meal and get glucose, but that's not the only way to get glucose. You can drink something to get some glucose. You can, have some of that powder shit that they be selling y'all at GNC, that intra workout, right? That's just glucose powder, right? So it's not about the meal, it's about what you get from the meal, and that's glucose. If you have the right things. Salute, coach. I'm a new follower. What's your thoughts on boxing as a workout? I love to do it. Yeah, boxing's cool, man. If I was in any sport right now, it would be boxing because it's great interval training. It's great for coordination, and you training to knock somebody out potentially, right? Like I think it's fantastic. Personally, I think it's fantastic. It should not be your whole workout though. It should be in addition to a strength protocol, right? Everybody here should be doing strength training as their primary workout. That's how you build muscle. That's how you lose fat. That's how you maintain long life. And you can just throw in, sprinkle in some boxing where appropriate. Will lifting stunt my growth? No. 6'3", 295, 2,000 calorie makes me feel weak because you're not doing it right, bro. You're probably not doing the right macros, man. If you tell me your age, I can give you your macros to go with that. But if you give me your age, height, weight, and goal, you know, I can tell you what your macros should be. But yeah, if you need 2,000 calories and you feel weak, you're just not doing that shit right. You're either not eating enough protein, you're not consuming enough water, you're not getting enough sodium or enough fiber, or all of the above. Unc, you're so old that your first pet was a woolly mammoth. Probably, probably. I've actually never had a pet, man. You know what I'm saying? Except your mama. I'm joking, man. Go look up Mike Tyson neck workout. Pause. 6'4", 200 pounds, 25. Okay, I can do that. So my man's is out as my dog. Okay, so my man's out as my dog is 6'4", and he 200. So listen, out as my dog. You're gonna do the following macros. You ready? Uh, uh, uh. Y'all think I'm about to rap? I'm really not. I'm pump faking. All right, here we go. So it's gonna be 180 grams of protein a day for you. 135 carb, 60 grams of fat every day. Do that every day, man. You're gonna get all kinds of fat loss. My man Santiago just dropped his stats. Santiago is 3220. All right, Santiago. We can do that. I lied. I can't do your stats. You didn't give me your height. If you don't give me your age, height, weight, and goal, I cannot do your macros. But if you give me all three, I will gladly do your macros. Chris the Jet. Here we go. 27, 6'3". Uh, uh. 295. Yo, Chris, you big as hell. What the fuck? Yo, you big as hell, man. And ain't nobody telling you that, so I'm telling you the truth, man. If you're over 250 pounds, you will be called big as hell, all right? But you for sure Don't have to stay that way if you do the things that I'm about to lay out. Now I'm gonna put you on that 2,000 calories, 200 grams of protein a day. You do that at 150 carbs, 60 grams of total fat. I mean, at least a gallon. You big as hell, so you need like a gallon and a half to maybe 2 gallons of water to make sure you overcome that hydration because your body's gonna be dropping water like crazy. You do that, maybe you need to get somewhere around 20 to 30 grams of fiber a day. You're gonna get lean as hell. Don't smoke mids. Okay, that's a real clear statement of what he smokes, not mids, right? Don't smoke mids is 230 at 6'3". So look, don't smoke mids. We will put you at 190 grams of carbs. My bad, not carbs. 190 grams of protein a day. Don't smoke mids. 140 carb, 60 grams of fat. Get you a gallon of water in every day though. Maybe a gallon and a half, depending. But you do that, man. You gonna get lean as hell. Best way to track all that: get you a calorie tracking app on your phone. It's a bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? Just pick one. I used to use MyFitnessPal before I invented my own app, right? Now, a lot of y'all gonna be like, well, how can I get your app? You can't. It's only for Armstrong Army members, man. You gotta be one of the elites. You gotta be in the program, but you can apply if you choose to do so. What kind of equipment do I use in the gym? Please tell me. Thank you so much, Corey. Free weights is the best form of equipment that anybody on this live could be using because free weights are going to translate to the most strength, coordination, muscle growth, improve bone density, metabolic rate. It's going to control your blood sugar and blood pressure and just make you live longer and look sexier. So you should all be using free weights. If you're not using free weights, what are you doing with your life? Are you really trying? Right? My man's Mike is 400 pounds. Mike, you are big as hell. All right, we gotta save your life, Mike, because you 34, man. You a year, you same age as me, bro. Basically, I'm gonna be 34 this year, and you weigh like 200 more pounds than me, like more than 200 pounds more. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no guys 400 that's in their 60s, man. So we gotta save your life, man. Go get you a pen and pad right now, bro. Go get you a pen and pad, big dog. I want to save your life, man. All right. So we're going to put you on 220 protein, Mike. You're going to do that at 160 carb, 70 grams of fat a day. You do that, man, you big as hell, you got to get 2 gallons of water. Of course, a few guys in the 400, 500, and even 600-pound club, 2 gallons of water is the minimum for y'all, okay? Only thing I don't look like 295. Is that what people tell you? Yeah, they say, "Oh man, you don't look like it." Right? Like that's fine. If that makes you feel better about it, but like that doesn't change the fact that it's not healthy, man, long term, man. Get that shit up off you, brother. Um, Samihi. Oh yeah, you big as hell too, Samihi. We got to change that. 44 years old, 5'7", 367. All right, big fella. So look, you are gonna go on the following. So we're gonna put you on 200 grams of protein as well, and with that, I will put you on 120 carb, 80 grams of fat. Right? You do that every day. Samihi. Oh, Samihi's a lady? Oh, I'm sorry, Samihi. Yeah, Samihi, hey, come on, girl. You, as a lady, you definitely got to get that together, shorty. So I got to adjust your macros now that I know that you're a lady. So the macros really should be 180 protein, 110 carb, 70 grams of fat, Samihi. Snippy say he like them big. Pause. Whoa. Man, I used to be 450. Now I'm 260 in the gym, and I love it. Let's clap it up for T-Bone, man. T-Bone is a former Big as Hell crew member, and he's went on to change his life. Pamela. All right, Pam. Pam is beating up the comment section with questions. We like it. 59. You close to that 60 ball. 185. All right. All right, Pam. We got to get this together. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be 180 nothing as a lady. We need to get you down below them 150s. All right. So I would put you on, Pam. Let's go 125 grams of protein a day at 80 grams of carbs and 50 grams of fat. You do that every day, Pam, you're going to be fantastic. You're going to lose at least 10 pounds by 4th of July if you start that tonight. Santiago. Yeah, man. Got it right. Santiago was out here playing games with me last time. I only remember because that's a unique name. 30 years old, 5'2", short king, 220. All right, Santiago, we gonna change your life, man. You ready? Go get your pen and pad out, Chief. 165 grams of carbs. My bad. I'm tripping. 165 grams of protein, 100 grams of carbs, 65 grams of fat. I keep saying carbs today because it's my low carb day. The last 2 days have been low carb. I think I'm thinking about them. Oh shit, John Smith is 550. Sadly. Yeah, you big as hell, John. If you give me your age to go along with that before I log off, age, height, weight, and goal, I'll do your macros too, John, so you don't have to stay big as hell. Can you drop homemade protein Three Musketeers recipe? I don't even know how to make that, so how the fuck I'm gonna drop it? All right, I don't know how to do that. You got the wrong guy. I don't make candy bars at the crib. It's not me. Corey, you are a great dude, man. Keep blessing people. Amazing person to want to make changes in the world. Hey man, I appreciate that, man. Just doing my part, man. People help me. I'm just helping the next man up. Do you coach people? Yes, I do coach people. That's all I do. That's my full-time job, sir. If you would like more information about that, I do not work with everyone. You do have to apply to possibly join the Armstrong Army program. That's what it's called. We do not work with people who have never lifted weights before, right? So if that's you, don't even bother applying. If you lazy, don't even bother, right? Because I'm gonna shame you every day, and you're not gonna like me. Um, and yeah, if you like doing things your way, don't apply either, right? But if you not afraid of hard work, you coachable, you teachable, you're not afraid to put in some work on them weights, you can go ahead and apply. The link to do so is in my bio for you guys over there in TikTok land. You guys can also apply. There's an extra link inside the fat loss system, and it's a little free button for YouTube. All right, John Smith, Young John, Lil John, and the East Side Boys. That's what I think about when I see John. Yo, John, you gotta do something, man. Me and you the same height. Bro, I'm 185. You 550? Come on, man. Let's get this shit together. All right? Go get your pen and pad, bro. We about to save John's life, man. Because a lot of people going to give you some bullshit about how you need to start. They're going to be like, oh, you got to eat 4,000 calories. Fuck that. You don't need that much fucking food, man. This all you need. What I'm about to give you right now. 2,500 calories is what we're going to start you. You're going to do that with these following macros. 250 grams of protein, 150 grams of carbs a day, and 100 grams of fat. You have to drink 2 gallons of water a day because what I put you on, John, is an aggressive deficit, meaning you're going to lose weight quickly. You're also going to lose water quickly. If you do not replenish that water, you're gonna notice nausea, you're gonna be lightheaded, you're gonna feel fatigued and weak in the gym, and you're gonna constantly have cravings like a motherfucker. To fight against that, get your big ass some water, hit those macros that I just told you, and then like maybe possibly supplement with like some electrolytes too. I get electrolytes. I drink them every day. Element T is my favorite because when you're lean, you're dry, right? When you're low carb, you're dry. Your body loses electrolytes like crazy. So I drink this. John, I want some updates, man. You got to drop 100 pounds. I just dropped a video on the YouTube channel. My newest video. It's the exact strategy that I gave my client Brennan from Chicago to help him lose 130 pounds. Okay, okay. So if you want that blueprint, just go check out that video, man. And I break it down in the free fat loss system too if you want more help. Guys, if this has been a helpful stream so far, man, just drop a flex emoji for your boy. Drop a flex for your boy. Drop a flex for me, man. I may have to go. I have a scheduled meeting, but the guy did not confirm. So I might stay here with y'all. If y'all want me to stay here with y'all, drop a flex emoji. All right. Let's see. Yo, can you play 18 and Life by Skid Row? I don't know what that is. What's 18 in Life? I thought 18 in Life. I thought that was like a prison sentence. That's a game, y'all? What is that? I do time under tension, so super slow reps as definitely works better for me. I can easily spend about 2 to 3 hours in the gym. I'm consistent. Listen, it's fine. It works, right? Like muscle growth as well as performance and strength all comes down to like progressive overload. And putting your muscles under tension for longer periods of time is a way to progressively overload the muscles. My man said it's an 80s song, bro. I was born in the 90s. How would I know an 80s song? No, I'm playing. I listen to some 80s music. Why are you him? I worked on it. Man. I wasn't always him, right? For those that don't know the lingo, him is just like the new school lingo for like that guy. Like, why are you the man? To be the man, you have to become better than you previously were, and you have to continually become better and better, so much so that there's spillover, that there's all this value within you that you spill over onto other humans, right? And you make their lives better. So it started with me. I did not like who I was from a physical standpoint, mental standpoint, financial standpoint, relationship standpoint. I didn't like my life. And I worked like a madman every single day on improving everything I was insecure about until I became so dope that can't nobody tell me shit, right? I really fuck with the man that I see in the mirror every day because I worked on it like like crazy. And then now people want that. Like they see, oh man, he's confident. Oh man, he's doing great things for other people. Oh man, he's helping people get in shape. Oh man, he's getting money. Oh man, he's got a dope relationship. Oh man, he takes care of his family. Like they want that too. So now they like gravitate to me because they would like the things that I've learned. They want to learn what I've learned. So that's why I'm here. I'm giving that to y'all. I want y'all to be next up. Do you got a speaker? Yeah, bro. Like, what are you getting at? Yeah, I got a speaker. Linda says, hi, handsome. I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. Hello. 6'3", 215. Oh, the comment's gone. The world needs more people like you. Hey, John. Appreciate it. I believe there are a lot of people like me. They're just sleep. Okay? I think there's another person like me on this live stream who has tremendous amount of potential within them that they haven't been able to bring to the surface because they're allowing fear, doubt, and negativity to keep them in bondage. Right? You know, I got to say that. Fuck that, man. Tomorrow could be your last day, man. We don't know that, like, We're gonna be guaranteed another day, another week, another year. You gotta start living like today gonna be your last and start giving your all every single day. And that starts with giving your all to yourself. A lot of you motherfuckers think it's noble to give all your time, energy, and value to everybody around you because you care so much about them, but then you leaving yourself with the scraps. Why you doing that? Right? You ending up empty every day, feeling worse and worse about yourself because you ain't never spending no time to develop yourself as a human. Stop doing that shit. It's not noble. It's stupid. Right? You got more to give, but you got to give more to yourself first, and that's why I'm here. Stop being big as hell, man. Start changing yourself. What state you in? I'm in Florida. Opinions on Ashton Hall. Hey, shout out to Ash, man. I think he's great. He's a big inspiration. I'm gonna be honest with you. Simply because he's consistent, he's in great shape, he's helping people, and he's inspiring people to be fit. Right? We on the same team. We in the same game. We just on different teams, man. You know, that's like asking like a basketball player, man, what you think about another basketball player? Hey, I'm glad he's in the league, you know, because now I got more good competition out here to make me be better. Guys like Ashton Hall make me want to be better because I see how impactful he's been on others and how much many people are inspired by him. I'm like, oh shit, it's possible to inspire motherfuckers. Look what Ash is doing. Hey, I love your videos. Tara from Indiana. Say hello. What up, Tara? What's popping? Do you know any other fitness influencers? I know several fitness influencers. I mean, you'd have to ask me about somebody in particular, but yeah, I know several because I've been in the industry for like 10 years now. So I know a lot of fitness coaches. Either worked with them, some guys we've got like the same mentor behind the scenes who teach us things that make us better. You know, sometimes you go to mastermind, you see a guy, you're like, oh, what's up, bro? I watch your shit. So yeah. My sugar was 430 before. God damn. You started taking it seriously and got it down. Hey, let's clap it up for Tara. She got that blood sugar down. Hey man, is 60 kilograms shoulder press good? I don't know what 60 kilograms is. I think 60 kilograms is 2.2 pounds, right? So that's 60 times 2.2. 132? Yeah. Most got, listen, if you can press 130 over your head, then congratulations, my friend. You are a member of the Press a Woman Above Your Head Club. All right. As long as you can press over 120 pounds, get you a nice fit lady, you press her up over your head, it's gonna change your life and hers. Right? You look at some of my old content, I'll be pressing women. I do it to my girlfriend. Sometimes she talk crazy. Oh, you talking crazy? And I lift her up over my head just so she know it's not a game. Right? And then that just changes things. Can you check me out and see for yourself? Yeah, shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM. I see if I can help you. How important is it to get over 10,000 steps a day? It's not the most important thing, but man, does it have a ton of value. You think about like what walking does from not just okay, let's talk fat loss, right? A pound of fat is 3,500 calories, right? So if you want to lose a pound of fat a week, you have to create a deficit of 3,500 calories. So what that really boils down to is let's just take 3,500 divided by 7. That's 500 calories a day. The average person will burn somewhere between 3 to 500 calories just doing 10,000 steps a day. So if you do nothing else, right? You keep all your food stuff the same, you keep your weightlifting routine the same, you just add 10,000 steps a day to a week, you'll lose a pound this week, right? If you want to lose 2 pounds and change nothing with your diet and your workouts, just walk 20,000 steps, right? And you'll lose 2 pounds of fat this week. It comes down to basic math. So it's great for fat loss, but it goes beyond that, man. Like I love 10,000 steps a day because it gives me a challenge to focus on, right? So it keeps me in the habit of like competing with myself and competing against my own records. It's also really great for cardiovascular health which is great for blood flow, circulation. You a man, right? You want that blood flow and circulation to be good for your performance in the bedroom, right? Because you got to get that that blood to flow into the right areas, right? But also conditioning, looking lean, looking ripped, looking confident. Also, in addition to that, cognition. I get some of my best ideas of like how I'm gonna help people better, like going for walks, right? Sometimes if I'm like in a state where like I'm not feeling my best, I go for a walk, I feel better, 10 times better, man. So yeah, listen, 10,000 steps a day, you don't have to do it, but man, are you missing out on a ton of benefits by not doing that shit. What's the best watch for tracking steps and calories burned? I don't think there's a best. There's a lot of them out there. You have to really look around and see what's most appropriate for what you're looking to get from it. Each of them have their own pros and cons. I'm a big fan of Oura Ring. I don't do the watches anymore because I broke too many of them, right? But I don't lift with the Oura Ring because you scrape the paint finish off, right? So you lose out on some of the activity tracking. But if you go for walks specifically with this, it's good for that. But it gives me other biometric feedback like, sleep quality, restoration, blood oxygen levels, respiratory levels, things like that, right? I like that facet of it. That's why I went with Oura Ring. If you just want steps, Fitbit's good, Garmin's good. Apple Watch is one of the ones that people really like because it has other features that coincides with their lifestyle. I don't think there's like a special one though. Like I'm not like look at what you're gonna get from it. Like Whoop is another good one. Whoop is like right there with Oura Ring and tracking all the other like metrics in your fitness journey and health. But the thing with Whoop is I broke like two Whoop bands, right? So it's also durability thing. But you can buy other Whoop bands when you break them. Thank you. Thanks to applying your advice, I've lost 40 pounds. Let's clap it up for Empowered Travels. Guys, if you want to get the type of results Empowered Travels is getting just from this guidance, these tips, these suggestions I'm giving y'all, yo, go get the free fat loss system because everything I drop in my videos is in there. I feel better, look better, sleep better. Women have been noticing me. Come on, man, the streets is talking. And I don't have the dope relationship yet. I'm on my way. Well, listen, to be in a dope relationship, this is the best advice that I got on dating back in the day. You have to become a dope person. Like you need to be the type of person that your ideal mate, whoever they is out there, would want to date, right? Like you got to be the type of guy that she would go out of her way to be with, right? Because if you're looking for somebody who's beautiful, who has great communication skills, fit, healthy, smells good, right? I'm just naming the qualities I like and shit, right? But whatever those qualities are for you, like you probably want to write it down somewhere, get very clear on it. But more importantly, like you have to be the type of person that aligns with those things because you attract what you are, right? So like, yeah, you on your way. Just keep working on yourself. I'm about Queen Linda, okay, 185.5. Okay, so Queen Linda, if you give me your age, I can do your macros. Guys, I'm doing macros tonight. Give me your age, height, weight, and goal. I'll break it all down for you. Greetings from Serbia. Greetings. Everybody's saying greetings, man. The greetings is spreading. Is it good to doing the workout constantly without rest? What are you talking about? Who gave you that advice? It wasn't me. No, why would you do that, right? Like working out sends a signal to the body to adapt. You do not get that adaptation signal until you recover. When does recovery happen? When you're resting, when you're sleeping, when you're getting the right nutrients back into your body. So no, that's like not the way to go. My brother Cory from another day of pain. I don't know why I do this every day, but I do, man. Listen, J Mastermind, what you talking about, bro? Be more clear. Maybe I can help you out so you're not in pain every day. You did not mention how much water I should drink. Samihi, I think you was in the biggest hell club. You was like over 300 pounds. Yeah, Samihi, you need to drink at least a gallon and a half to 2 gallons of water every day. If you don't do that, Samihi, this is gonna be a very arduous process for your fat loss. But if you do that and you hit those macros I hit, you're gonna be unrecognizable in the next 3 to 6 months. Is it good to doing workout constantly without rest? I think I already answered that. Can I lose belly fat if I'm not in a calorie deficit? No. 6'3", 215, 18. Hey, you gotta be over 21 for me to do your macros, man. Got to be over 21 for me to do your macros. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Anything else I can help y'all with? Okay, Keita. Keita is 292, 5752. Keita, you big as hell. All right. And I don't mean that out of disrespect. I mean that from a place of honesty, love, and respect for you. You gotta do something about that. Cause 292 at 5'7", like, yo, you 100 pounds heavier than me and a couple inches shorter than me. Like, there's no reason you should be that big, bro. And you do that, it ain't a lot of 300 pound 60-year-olds, man. So let's save Keita's life, man. Let's do this shit. All right. So start with these macros. 180 grams of protein a day. You do that keto with 110 carb, 70 grams of total fat, at least like a gallon to a gallon and a half of water. You're gonna lose at least your first 10 before July 4th. That's your first little pit stop. And then from there, you might have to make some additional adjustments. But you need more help with like the system or behind that, just go grab my free fat loss system. The link is in the bio. I just keep doing these supersets, 10,000 steps every day. I see some slight changes in my face and body, but I'm confused. Should I up my reps, weight, steps, or just continue what I'm doing? Really just depends on how long you've been doing it, J Mastermind. You said every day. Is that like every day of your life? Right? Or is that every day this past week? Right? Because adaptation is a process. It takes a few compound weeks to really set in. So if it's just a few weeks in, like I don't know if it's appropriate to change just yet. But if it's like you've been doing this shit for months and you ain't seeing the changes you want, then yeah, like maybe it's time. I talked to a guy today who joined the program. He had been doing the same stuff for since January, and he actually lost 20 pounds, but hit kind of a sticking point. I want to say in the last 1 to 2 months. So what worked the first 3 months was not enough to get him the next 2 months or so the change he wanted to see. So then we had a discussion about what that next level change needs to be, right? So it just depends on how long you've been doing this shit, man. Like if you've been doing the same program for more than a couple months, man, like more than 2 months, right? Really more than a month. Like my clients, y'all see my clients, right? They losing 10 to 20 pounds in a month, right? So if you're not doing those type of numbers, yeah, something needs to be tweaked. But if you are losing that amount of weight, then chill out, bro. Sir Mood, I've been following D's training plan. All right, that's what's up. Bro, I'm 45, struggling to lose weight. Seems harder to drop. Before I would drop weight like crazy. You want to know why that is? Because you're not as active as you used to be, right? You sitting at a motherfucking desk or in a car all day. you know, you're not moving as much, and you probably not tracking your calories the way you need to. You just got to be in the calorie deficit, man. The rules don't change when you hit your 40s. It's just things are different with your lifestyle in the relation to how it used to be before you had the type of life you got now. If you change the habits that you're currently practicing, you'll change your outcomes. What do you think about aloe vera juice? I don't think about aloe vera juice, man. Why do people drink that shit? Like, why y'all doing that, man? You don't need that. Just drink some water. Drink some water with electrolytes, like me. You'll be fine. Um, nah, man, I ain't asked these who because I'm not a child, man. I know that joke, man. I was born in the '90s. That shit was invented in the '90s. 55, 6'3", 255. Yo, big boy, you are in fact big as hell. All right, we got to change that because yeah, you over 250, bro. Like I don't you out here wilding out being that big. But we're gonna help you out, man. You probably don't even know. You probably didn't even know you was big as hell until you came here today. All right. Let's go for you. 175 protein, like that at 110 carb, 70 grams of fat, like that should do the trick. You should start seeing. I mean, I think you said 240. Yo, you can get there before August with the macros I just gave you. I started April 6th. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Should be grateful for my results. Yeah, like you gotta look at it. Like, okay, it's it's June 3rd, right? April 6th. So you've been at it almost 2 months, right? So if your goal is fat loss, right? Like I said, like somebody who's really crushing it, dialed in with their calorie deficit, strength training, hitting their steps, getting their sleep in, the stuff I recommend, right? My clients, they lose anywhere from like 2 to 3 pounds a week, right? So let's just use that metric. That's essentially about like 8 to 12 pounds a month. So if in fact since April 6th you're down like somewhere between 16 to 24 pounds, like chill out. You on path. But if you're not down at least 16 to 24 pounds, then yeah, you need to change something. What do you think about protein before bed? Good for gains, keeping you big as hell. I'm 6 foot 170. Protein is protein, man. However you get it, when you get it, it's not that big of a deal. It's just about the fact that you do get it. So if you're eating it before bed, you're probably gonna have impaired sleep because your body has to now digest that. But if you're just drinking like protein drink that digests quickly, or even like a casein that digests and like slowly goes through your system, that actually could be beneficial for recovery purposes. Is it gonna make a significant difference in in your results? No, fuck no, man. It's just like protein. At the end of the day, your body recognizes the amount of progressive overload that you place on those muscles, so the amount of mechanical tension that you place on your muscles, and then did you get all the nutrients in to help it recover? The time of day that you do it is not as important. There's the fact that you do it consistently. Perfect analogy, my brother. Thank you for that, man. Always got the right answers. Really need to book a phone call. Well, you don't have to book a phone call, right? It's not a requirement. You could just keep doing what you've been doing and spinning your wheels week after week if you want, right? But if you're not satisfied with that, if you're not happy with that, then maybe yeah, maybe look at doing something a little different, man. Going live, keeping you big as hell. That's not the goal, man. The goal is the opposite. Do you know the difference between a hormone and an enzyme? That's a good ass question. Very, very intelligent question. You can't hear an enzyme. Yeah, I like that. That's good. That went over some of y'all head, but that was good. Oh, oh shit. 5'7", 170, 20 years old, going to the gym 5 times a week. How can I gain more muscle? You need to create a surplus, bro. Yeah, go grab my free system, man. It'll break down how you find your macros. I'm only doing macros for guys over 21, man. I'm sorry. Corey, did you see my post? I don't know what the post is, right? I don't know what the post is. You could repost it if you want. How to get rid of water weight and the bloat. Um, so water weight, it's a few things that trigger it. One is like high consumption of, like it's the opposite of these things. So if you consume a high amount of carbohydrates, sodium, highly inflammatory foods, your cortisol is high, you are stressed out, you're not that active. All these things can lead to water retention and bloat. Also, I said inflammation, but there's layers to that. There's inflammation from the sense of like eating foods that like trigger inflammation, like fried foods, like bullshit like that, or highly inflammatory things to your gut because maybe you have an intolerance to certain foods. So some people bloat like crazy when they have like milk or cheese and shit because the inflammation in the gut, man, they can't break it down. So it depends on what's inflammatory for you. Now, that said, the opposite is what actually reduces water retention. Lowering your carbs, maybe doing a fast, increasing your water intake, increasing your activity level, actually being very diligent about getting more whole foods in that are low in sodium so that, you're not retaining a bunch of water. Those things will really help you out. Brother, check the mirror. There is no mirror for me to check here, but I appreciate that. Hello, I'm 295, I'm 5'4". I don't know what to do for calorie intake, but I want to keep my thighs, lose my tummy, but keep my booty even plump. This is a lady. When men don't talk like this. Live more. I was diagnosed with liver disease. Well, Goya, if you give me your age to go with those stats, I can give you your macros. Miss Queen Linda, you avoiding me. Nah, it's just a lot of people commenting. That shit disappeared. You can drop it again though if you want. um, let's see. All right, 33. Goya. Goya, you big as hell. I don't know if anybody's told you the truth, but I gotta tell you, you out here 295. That's crazy. Okay, we about to save your life. All right, Goya. So if I was coaching you, I would put you on 160 protein, 100 grams of carbs a day at 60 grams of total fat, Goya. You do that, lift weights, you know, I would say 4 to 6 days a week, and then make sure you out here, staying consistent with that and those macros. Drink at least a gallon and a half of water. You're gonna lose all kinds of fat. Hey, I appreciate the compliment. Should I stop taking creatine to get rid of the water weight? Nah, creatine don't make you hold water weight. Creatine makes you hold water. So there's two ways to hold water, guys. There's intracellular and extracellular. Matter of fact, I might have pronounced that wrong, but who cares, right? So that's basically intracellular is like inside your muscles, and then extracellular is outside of the muscles. People be thinking that like if they take creatine, it's gonna make them hold water outside of the muscles, but it's just not true. It makes you hold water in your muscles, which is what you want because it promotes better recovery, better distribution of nutrients because you're gonna get more muscle protein synthesis as a result. And really it makes your muscles look bigger, which is gonna make you look more defined. So no, right? Creatine is the best thing you could be taking, no matter what your goal is. L-carnitine, good to take, or should I avoid? It's just useless, man. What the fuck you taking L-carnitine for, man? Are you a believer? Are you a believer and have you been saved? Repent and believe in Jesus as Lord. Yeah, I believe. I believe in Christ. I believe in God. Am I, saved and all of that? Have I been like baptized? Nah, but I believe there's a God. Shine bright like a diamond. Hey, that's all I know how to do, baby. Hey man, is it good to not rest in between sex? Nah, that's some dumb shit, man. Stop doing that. Amino acids any good? If you eating protein, you don't need amino acids. Why the fuck y'all keep letting people convince y'all to buy that bullshit, man? You guys know protein is made up of amino acids, right? Like like that's all protein is amino acids, right? So if you're getting the appropriate number of grams of protein in your food, you're not you're not even absorbing those extra amino acids that you would be getting from those drinks, man. That's just some bullshit. It's a good thing to put God in your life. That's what's up. Miss Queen says, message me once you off here. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Concrete slave. I don't know what that means. Seed oils keeping you big as hell. Maybe. You know what I've never done in my life? I've never picked up some food and looked on the back of it and been like, ugh, seed oils. I can't have this. I don't ever think about that shit. Why y'all letting the internet trick y'all into thinking that seed oils matter? That shit don't matter, man. You know what matters? Just eat more real food than you eat processed packaged food, man. Just make sure 80% of your diet is something that's like one ingredient. How about that? You do that, you'll be good. Corey, I have a rower. Would that help me with cardio? Because I try to treadmill and walking, but my right foot hurts. Yeah, because you big as hell. You gotta lose some of that weight. That plantar is coming from all that weight on them calves. And those calves are so tight that the ankles is getting worn down. And that's where that plantar's coming from. Yeah. So biking. Yeah, I got a lot of clients who was big, and we just put them on like the rower, the bike, the elliptical, things like that until they got lean enough to actually get to their goals with more walking. So yeah, work your way up to it. Thoughts on Santa Cruz? I never been to that city before, so I don't have any thoughts on it. I just burned my treadmill. I just burned by treadmill 50 calories. Okay, that's good for you, man. James Willis. Hope your day is good, brother. Appreciate you, James. Appreciate the support. You said how many calories? Goya, I don't know how many calories, but if you use those macros I gave you, the calories gonna take care of themselves. Will you have this live up later? Yup. YouTube lets me save the lives. I don't think TikTok lets me do it. So TikTok, y'all got me while y'all got me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know why I just did the Superman pose, but fuck it. Forget about fitness. I'ma just goon all day GNG. What does that mean? What's GNG? Can you flex though real quick? Nah, I'm good, bro. You can go check out some of my content, man. I do it all the time there. Do you stream on Kick? I don't know what Kick is. What is Kick? I did send you a text message about gain muscle being 57 and diabetic. My issues with carbs. You shouldn't be eating a ton of carbs right now until you get your A1C levels down. You should just go high protein, high fat, low carb. You can still build muscle that way. You don't need carbs to build muscle. You need amino acids from protein to build muscle. All carbs do is release insulin that pushes amino acids into your muscles for faster recovery. But you being diabetic probably means that you're taking insulin. So you don't need carbs, right? Until your pancreas start working this shit again, you can bring the carbs back later. I watch a lot of your content. I fell out of my routine quite some time. How can I get back? Stop being a bitch. That's how I did it. Like, stop worrying about, and I don't mean that in the disrespectful way. I mean that in a loving, caring, like big brother way. Like, you got to stop taking your own advice. You got to stop focusing on like all the things that you don't want to do, because the way that you're looking at life is keeping you stuck where you at, right? So it's one of those things where you have to change your perception on the habits that you're doing every single day, right? It has to become unacceptable for you to like skip things because you don't feel like it. That behavior keeps you stuck, right? It keeps you complacent. It keeps you like everybody else. You got to get so aligned with discipline that you don't even care how you feel, right? That's when you cross the threshold, guys. When you start waking up every day, instead of asking yourself, man, like, how am I gonna get through this day? Ask yourself, How hard am I going to push myself today? Right? Because then what happens is you place you place the pressure on yourself to be better. And so outside circumstances that you don't even feel them because you're putting so much pressure on yourself to be better. You got to start focusing on like what kind of like things are going to happen if I never change. Like if my life stays the same for another like 6 to 12 months. Like that's going to put the pressure on you to perform and change, right? That's what it is. That's what it is. I was a little aggressive there. I'm sorry, guys. I get a little aggressive sometimes. Will weight loss help my back pain? It should. You know what really help your back pain though is strengthening the muscles around the back. So you want to put a lot of focus on strengthening the core because it's the opposing muscle to the back. So it puts you in upright position. You want to really focus on the glutes. And I know what the fellas are saying. Ugh, pause. I know. But the glutes sit right next to that back to offer stability. Put the pelvis in proper alignment and take some of that tension off your spine. So you need strong core, strong glutes, and you need better hip mobility. You do that, you'll be fine. You do that while losing weight, and that's going to just take more pressure off your back too. How can I get fit as an 11-year-old boy? Start lifting weights, man. How do I lose my skinny fat? Calorie deficit, man. Calorie deficit. Mm. Yes, I got pre-workout by Bum. Okay, shout out to Bum. How many times should I work out a week? More days than you don't. Um. Oh, okay. So is the body rocket recomposition not possible because they say you need to add calories to gain muscle and cutting is cutting calories. So is an anabolic or is one catabolic? Is that true, Unc? Yeah, you just do one at a time. You know what a recomp really is? It's what I teach y'all. It's lose fat, maintain muscle, man. And that's what a real recomp is. Lose fat, maintain muscle, and then maybe phase into a reverse diet. That's the formula for a recomp, man. Like losing fat and keeping your muscle is a recomp, man. People be out here like just making it sound sexier than what it really is. That's all it is, man. Thank you for your help. No problem, man. What protein powder do you like the best amino acid? What protein powder do like the best amino acid profile? You know what? I don't be looking at that. I'm gonna be honest with you, man, because most proteins have a similar amino acid profile. Like getting hyper focused on like which one has the super advanced ingredients for absorption and best amino acid profile will just have you out here stressed about a bunch of nonsense, man. Just get some protein, be consistent with it. Get 80% of your protein from real food, and you'll be fine. Like, do not get hyper focused on that damn which one got the best amino acid profile. If you coach me, will you help with workout plans? Yeah, that's all I do. Workout plans. I talk a lot of shit, as you guys can see. Nutrition plans. We also just added bio optimization. So what we do for our clients now is we actually get their blood work. Like we send like either a mobile phlebotomist to their home or like a blood work kit, and then we optimize their nutrition training and supplementation off their hormone profile and blood work. So it's fully custom. Like that's why we don't just work with anybody. We only work with people who are serious. What's your ratio of cardio to strength training? Um, my personal ratio or what I coach for my clients? Because I would tell you this, it's like 70, 30, 80, 20. Um, like my cardio right now, listen, it's mostly walking. I just do 10,000 steps a day. That's my cardio, right? Now, from a time perspective, it takes a little bit longer than my actual workout because it's like an all day thing. But I don't know if that's what you're asking, like time wise or like how much I'm doing. But I don't do that much cardio. I just do a lot of walking. That's my favorite form of cardio because it's the best for maintaining muscle. Let's do this for sure, man. Go ahead and apply. Links in the bio. How much body fat percentage will I lose on a 7 day water fast? That's very individual, my brother. I don't know if there's a preset amount of fat that you're gonna lose from a water fast. It doesn't work like that. What happens is when you water fast, your body's going like obviously drop a ton of water during that phase of time. But depending on your BMR and activity level, that's going to determine the deficit that you create. I mentioned here a little bit ago, 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. So really the amount of fat that you lose in 7 days will really come down to what your BMR is and then how active you are during that time. So it really just depends on the person. All right, Jay is 22 and Jay is 5'3", 180, and you want to lose 30 pounds. All right, Jay. I think Jay's a man. I think. If I'm wrong, I apologize. 150 grams of protein a day. You do that at 90 grams of carbs, 60 grams of total fat. Psh, come on, man. You gonna get lean as hell. All right, just come shout your boy out. Once you do. All right, I'm gonna answer a few more questions before I get out of here. Also, I'm going to be switching to M-Pre expensive gym because at Planet Fitness, mad people go there to bullshit on machines. Yeah, I would agree with that. I used to have a Planet Fitness membership too, but I didn't have it for me. I actually had it because back when I first started personal training, I would go to my clients' gyms. This is when I was like learning how to train before I got to the level that I'm at now, where I'm coaching people from abroad. But I wanted to go in and like see obviously everything and coach them through everything, be more hands on. And they were at Planet Fitness gyms, and it was just easier to go in there and coach clients at that time. But they got a lot of restriction towards that now. But I agree. Planet Fitness is at the bottom of the food chain when it comes to gyms. If you guys want me to make a gym tier list, like talking about the different tiers of gyms and what the quality of them is, go ahead, drop tier list in the chat. I set aside some time to make that video. That's why I just have my own cardio and free weights at home. All right, Tressa Brown, 59, 214. I need your height to go with that, and I can make your macros. So to get your macros made, age, height, weight, and goal. I like Anytime Fitness. Yeah, Anytime is cool. Anytime is like more. It's a more close knit environment, smaller gym. But I mean, they open anytime, right? You can't beat those hours. Tressa. Tressa's gonna make this difficult for me. All right, she's 5'6". I gotta scroll up to find her. Her stats. All right, 59, 214. All right, get your pen and pad out, Tressa. So we're gonna put you on 135 grams of protein, 80 grams of carbs, 50 grams of fat a day. Do that, Tressa. You gonna come on the next live and be like, yo, I lost like 10 pounds before July 4th. Yeah, you're gonna lose a ton of weight. I like my coaches. Okay. I got to 6 days a week, lost 91 pounds. Let's clap it up for Tara. Tara is out here just shedding pounds. That's a lot of weight. Congratulations, Tressa. I hope you're right. Tressa, I've been doing this for 10 years. Ain't no, I hope you right. I hope you do that shit. Okay? Because if you do it, it's going to work, right? Because it's already working. It's working right now. I got my clients on the macros that I give, the formula I just did for you, right now. And they're losing 8 to 12 pounds a month, girl. Go use the macros. because I'm paying for the gym and not being able to use it how I want. Hey man, might be time to make a change. Might be time to make a change. All right, Chris said he applied. All right, Chris, looking forward to chatting with you, bro. You probably gonna get the automated reminder text, and then I'll send you some homework after this. Uh, the way you talk about cardio in your videos and on here make me think that you feel like it's a waste of time where you could just be lifting weights. Is there actual negatives to cardio? It's negatives to anything you do too much. I think too many people rely on just cardio. Make no mistake, like I think people who enjoy running, like if that's your sport, like if you used to run marathons or used to do cross country or you like Spartan races, like I got clients that do Spartan races and obstacle races, like they fucking love running. And I would never take that away from that person. But if you think running is the key to losing fat, right? Or that it's going to get you to your goal faster, you're just wrong. It just doesn't work like that. Like cardio, it sucks for fat loss. You lose muscle. You slow down your metabolism. You look soft and frail, and it's just not the best. Now it has its benefits, right? I'm not saying it's useless because I just told you. Like I do cardio every day. I just go for walks, right? That's my cardio. But it's not like I'm using that primarily. Your primary tool, like think about it like this. If you let's say you wanted to like make a pool in your backyard, right? And you had to excavate the soil in order to do that. What tool would you rather use to do that? Would you rather use a spoon, a shovel, or a bulldozer? Right? Most people would pick the bulldozer. Why? Because you'll get a lot more work done in less time, right? You'll get your pool excavated and sort of clear it out much faster than if you did it with a motherfucking spoon or a shovel. What's the point I'm getting at? Lifting weights and building your metabolism and looking to lose fat, that's the equivalent of using a bulldozer in your backyard, right? You motherfuckers is out here like just doing cardio, right? Like that's like like okay, I'll give it. It's a shovel, just a shovel. You motherfuckers is not doing like any type of cardio or weightlifting, and y'all just I don't know, man. You doing a juice diet or you you just cut you just cutting out certain food groups, making healthy choices. That's the equivalent of using a spoon. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, man. Yeah, man. It's just comparison of effectiveness, man. I'm somebody who believes in my mortality, meaning I know I ain't got forever. I know one of these days it's gonna be it for me, and I don't know when it is. So I'm looking to do the most I can in the least amount of time and get the best amount of results. So that's why I put all my focus on things that move the lever much faster. And lifting weights is one of those things, man. How can I get my endurance up while keeping my muscle and staying explosive? Now, you, my friend, you can do things for muscular endurance that are cardio related, that are going into strength phases, that are primarily around muscular endurance. Like I teach my clients, shooting your rep range up where around 15 to 20 reps for a few weeks, and then coming back down to like maybe like the heavy lift sets, like 5 by 5 or 8 to 12 rep range. Like all these different things that you can do with weightlifting can condition your body for that stuff too. As well as, yeah, you can mix in a little cardio after your weightlifting. That's what I teach my clients. Are juice diets good? No, I think that's just some bullshit. Think about, hey, there's three macros, right? There's protein, carbs, fats. Two of them are essential, meaning like if you don't have enough of them, you're gonna die. One of them is non-essential. You guys know which one it is? Carbs, right? You don't need carbs to survive, right? Now, why do I bring up carbs? Because juice is all carbs. So why would you eliminate the two essential nutrients to focus on the one that's non-essential, right? It's fucking dumb. It's stupid, right? It's not healthy. It's not sustainable. You lose all the weight. Most of the weight you lose is muscle. You look soft, flabby, and frail. And then when you lose muscle, you slow down your metabolism, so you end up getting fat again, faster though. Like that's dumb as hell. That's essentially a juice diet in a nutshell. I would never encourage somebody to do that. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, I hope you lose all your muscle and look the same. That's cruel, man. Why you guys doing that to yourself? George, I take ginger lemon shots every morning. Yeah, that stuff. That stuff can have its benefits, man. It's good for like detoxifying your body and for your digestive tract, but it's not the key, man. All right, guys, that's it, and that's all for me today. If you enjoyed this live stream, you got some value from it, drop a flex emoji in the chat. Also, if you need more help with getting to your fitness goals, losing fat, building muscle, building better health, longevity, confidence, being a better version of yourself, man, so you can be an example for the people that you love, right? Go ahead, grab a copy of my free fat loss system. The link's below for you guys over there in YouTube land. You guys on TikTok, you got to go to the link in my chat. Well, the link in my bio. All right, y'all. Till next time. Peace.